Good afternoon. Thank you, Jansen. Thank you so much for this incredible honor. Thank you for your leadership. And I want to thank the entire board of GLAD, the co-chairs of the event, the entire host committee for this incredible honor and to be recognized by your organization that I value so much and have relied on for your expertise throughout the years. This really means so much to me. I wish we could all be together today celebrating the important work that GLAD continues to do to protect and advance LGBTQ plus rights. And yet we're stuck and suffering in this current global pandemic, individually and collectively. And it's given me moments of deep reflection on the importance of what we can do collectively to make a bigger impact for our communities. And also being so far away from people and disconnected, I've also been thinking about how much I rely on my community and need my community. So this award could only be possible because of the collective effort of my community, which you are all a part of. All the people I've met, built relationships with, and worked with along the way, I am so incredibly grateful to this powerful community of advocates in Connecticut that continue to teach me, that continue to push me to do better and challenge me daily. It is this community that has made me a stronger organizer, more inclusive organizer, and policy practitioner. I feel incredibly privileged to be doing something I love so much with Planned Parenthood for an organization that I've truly grown up in and is part of my identity, and with a community that loves and supports me through it all. There are way too many people to thank who have been part of my journey doing organizing and policy work here in Connecticut over the past 16 years. But as an organizer, I know it's never about just one person. It's about all of us building collective power and lifting up and centering the voices of those who are most marginalized in our community, because I believe that's the only way we're going to achieve true justice and liberation for the LGBTQ plus community. I hope you always know that the connection we've made, the movement moments we've shared together, the victories and the defeats, they've only been so meaningful because we've been doing it together. But I do have to thank one very special person, my former boss, Susan Yolen, who throughout our 14 years working together always allowed me to push Planned Parenthood to think beyond reproductive health and rights and allow us to push our policy agenda to be more justice centered and focused. And because of that, she also allowed me to lead on LGBTQ plus rights and justice issues that we've worked on here in Connecticut. Back in 2006, we joined the Anti-Discrimination Coalition with many of you, and that is really when Planned Parenthood went full in on LGBTQ rights and justice work in Connecticut. And I got to meet and work with this passionate and smart group of people that were working on expanding our state non-discrimination statute to include gender identity and expression. And it was the first time I had the opportunity to work closely with GLAD and met the incredible Jennifer Levi. And Jennifer has been a trusted resource and friend in our advocacy and policy work in Connecticut. And I honestly can't imagine being in the fight here in Connecticut without Jennifer. Since then, Planned Parenthood has been part of CT equality work to pass state policy to expand LGBTQ plus rights in Connecticut. And we couldn't do any of this without GLAD as a resource, sharing their expertise and their advice and their guidance through their staff. And so for many of the staff that I've worked with, including Polly and Ben and Jennifer, I can't thank you enough. I was so thrilled and excited to be a part of the important work that we accomplished last session at in Connecticut, and was really excited about continuing that momentum this year until we're in this current situation we're in. But we got to celebrate what I'm calling the queerest session of all sessions in Connecticut, with working alongside our champions in the House, Representative Jeff Curry and Representative Rahab Ali Brennan. And we got to pass some really important policy here in Connecticut. And one of the most proud moments of last year was finally seeing, after a 6-year fight, Connecticut passing an inclusive paid family medical leave law, which includes chosen family and ensures that our community is not left out of this important policy. So I'm so proud, as I said, of all we've accomplished in Connecticut. And I know we have so much more work to do, and we must prioritize and firmly commit ourselves to fight for justice for everyone within the LGBTQ plus community. We cannot leave anyone out. You have my promise and my commitment that I will never stop fighting for all of us, never stop being curious, and never stop listening and gathering stories from our community and building connections so that I can center those stories in my advocacy work. So thank you, GLAAD. Thank you to everyone who thought I deserved this award. And I accept this award with so much gratitude and love for having you in my life. I hope you and your loved ones stay safe and healthy. And I'm so looking forward to being back in community with you in person and at the Capitol, because the fight continues. I miss you. Thank you.